Alright, welcome back. This is Jacob Cast 2024. I'm doing my live stream WWE Bash in Berlin 2024 review. The pay-per-view is about to be over. We're at the main event. Randy Orton versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. Very good match. Uh, with a very good crowd. Only 5 matches on the card. The show was very good. I thought all 5 matches were very good. Um, Hope you guys enjoy this video. My video is going to be an hour and 30 minutes. Hit that like button, leave a comment, please subscribe to my channel. My video is sponsored by Fightful, JD from New York, the Sound Off, the Sound Off, the Wrestling Inc., the Post Wrestling. I got more on the way, so make sure you guys enjoy the video. Um, now, I will go through everything that happened on this video. I will talk about the other 4 matches, but I think I'll turn up the volume so y'all can hear the main event. Just wanted to show you guys that. I'll let y'all hear the main event.
And you have to believe, right, Gunther being as smart as he is a technician in the ring. He well aware of the surgically repaired back and neck of Randy Orton. And yet, wondered when he was going to turn the attack to that part of the body. Well, this game is about weak spots. So let's not forget, Randy's a finally Randy got 5 kids. Also, he had to play with a grown ball with them. Gunther knows about that. He's now messing with the mind of Orton. And there is that. Cody Rhodes likes to call it the T-Rex drop kick from Gunther, taking Orton down. And now Gunther heading up to the top rope. It's just what you do to yourself. The battle for a world championship. You've had that opportunity in your career. Please,
Hold on. I had to turn up my PS4. Made a mistake, my bad.
it's going to last. And he's going to break any record. We need victory here. Come on, get up. And now Gunther feeling the momentum from the capacity cloud. Randy Orton lifted up by
Alright,
Gunther. Orton able to get
if
the
y'all
arm
can
get
hear it.
out. The arm get out of Gunther was not able to deliver the power bomb. It's a signature maneuver from Gunther, whose mind is now whirring through. What else have I got? Now it is it's good on the left arm of Gunther. It has not been damaged in this matchup. A
A very good
clothesline
match.
delivered to Orton. And Gunther's been great being able to change his offense on the fly. And again, he's going to try maybe for a powerbomb here, Wade. Changing up the technique. And again, just can't get Randy up with that bad arm. Well, that's 275 pounds. 290. 290, my bad, of Randy Orton. That is a heavy body with 2 good hands. With 1 ruined arm, perhaps no chance. And Gunther, does he have anything left? Can he dig down deep? Does he have enough adrenaline to get Randy Orton up? Because that powerbomb would be devastating to the back of Orton. And it's a rare procedural tactical mistake from Big General. 3 attempts, 3 failures for Gunther. How's the
Yeah.
first always being solid? Now Randy Orton trying to power his way out of this. Has Gunther up on his shoulders.
Yeah. Massive, real good.
Well, I can sit here and write off the ring general Gunther. You're making mistakes. He made me eat my words. My bad. Gunther knows best. This man knows what he's capable of more than anyone else. Was that a last-ditch effort for Gunther? Did he put everything into that powerbomb that Orton was able to kick out of? It was a kick out from Orton, but Orton has barely moved since. He is right for the pigeons now, Cole. And even if Orton does survive in this match, now,
Yeah.
Gunther believes he's plunging in on a victory. His soul is going for Orton. You think you damage that arm enough that he cannot pull off the powerbomb. He proved you wrong. He's not as hurt as you thought he was. And Gunther again with Orton up. Just not able to pull it off again. Randy Orton.
Damn.
Can't believe Gunther kicked out of the RKO. He cannot believe it. He was able to hit it. Gunther was able to kick out. And now Orton's got to figure out, what do I do now? This matchup balanced on a knife edge now. Orton is hurt in a big way. Gunther perhaps even more so. All right, German friends, we're going to move out of the way because Randy Orton is going to do everything he can to win a 15th World Championship. Both men have been physically destroyed, devastated. And even without the pain factor, which is obvious, just the sheer exhaustion of carrying these massive plates around for the past, 25 minutes? You gotta wonder what Randy has in mind here. Gunther is really hurt. He still hasn't recovered from the RKO. Randy Orton now with steel steps. Now, we know Randy can't use them as a weapon because he'd be disqualified. And Gunther would keep the title. You have to wonder what Orton's thinking about doing here. Well, those are damn heavy steel steps. Orton expelling a lot of energy just moving them around. I don't know how much energy Orton has to waste at this point in the matchup. We better turn around because Gunther just is falling out of the ring and is right back at fighting Randy Orton again. And now Gunther bouncing Randy Orton off our announce table. And now Gunther trying to take control. And right to the midsection by Orton. And Randy Orton again. And now Randy Orton with Gunther on and down on the steps. Gunther tried his best to block that big up from Randy. Going full well the spear of Randy is hurt. But Randy just deadly muscled him on. No kick whatsoever in steel. Orton's going to get the ring general in the ring.
So far, nothing's happening.
Randy trying to figure out, what do I do now? I dropped this guy in a step to the spine. He's still falling around.
So far, nothing happening. Man, the crowd is going crazy tonight. The crowd.
Savage. And if Orton has anything to do with it, it's going to get a lot worse for Gunther. Gunther trying to get away from Orton, rolled out of the bottom rope. And what that takes was forced Charles Robinson to stop the count wave. So Gunther inadvertently may have hurt himself there. He could have picked up a count out win and kept the title, but I think just to get out of harm's way and move back into the ring and force Charles to break the count, which is a problem at this point in a matchup. You don't have all your mental faculties right now. You're not Rhodes is going on the steps. And again, Randy Orton is taking the fight to Gunther here. Well, Randy Orton has turned barbaric and sadistic. Yeah, this is just turned into an absolute business all out of sight by Randy Orton.
The main event still going on. Yeah, man, it's a crazy match. Match is intense.
Of successfully defending the title, perhaps slide away. And again, I really got to give the official credit in this matchup, Wade. Because Charles Robinson, understanding that this crowd is here, capacity crowd, record crowd, he's let these two fight, letting these two beat the hell out of one another in what has been a great main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. And now, trying to drag Gunther back into the ring. Final into the ring tournament was controversial. Nobody wants that today, especially not Randy. We want a conclusive victory, one way or the other. You're right, credit to the referee on that. And now Randy back into the ring, measuring Gunther, the world champion. Randy taking his time. This is all for here. Randy Orton psychologically batter his opponent. Now in position to put the champ away. Orton under the RKO, sucked away by Gunther. Oh, landing on the spine of Gunther, who perhaps took a little too long. Getting the ring general back in there. And now Gunther sleeper. Sleeper locked in. Sleeper locked into Randy. Randy Orton's in trouble. Down the ring with the sleeper in. There's panic in the eyes of the Viper now.
I think it's almost over. Is Orton gonna tap out? If he got the sleeper. The sleeper is locked in and Orton has to hold that right arm of Gunther. Isn't tight enough to lock in the injury issue on that right arm. He's a loosening the guy. Orton trying to do what he can to break the sleeper. Orton trading. Gunther's got it locked in. Now, Orton slipping away, but Gunther keeps hanging on. Well, was that the last roll of the dice for Randy Orton? Right face is turning a big red here. Those eyes are starting to look black. And you notice he's slipped the arm even deeper underneath the chin. He makes a mistake. Gunther well capitalized. Randy back to his feet. Last gasp effort. Perhaps another one. Contender for the world title. That right arm of Gunther is weak. Randy's manipulating it. Randy trying to force a break here. Finally gets out of the sleeper. Look like he's going for that shot right to the back of the neck. And again into the sleeper by Gunther. Perhaps locked even. That was smart.
Second time around. Was that Randy Orton's last gasp? Desperately trying to fill those lungs with oxygen. They're capable of blocking those shots to the temple lobe. And the sleeper again. Randy Orton. Home for the mouth. Gunther locked in. Randy trying to escape. One more time. Maximum effort. With Gunther up on his back. Randy Orton trying to somehow force a break here.
I think that's it. I think it's over.
Was a decisive win for the World Heavyweight Champion Gunther tonight. One of the biggest of his entire career. That man is simply not human. Risen off several times in that matchup. Overwhelming display of offense from the Viper Randall, one of the greatest this industry has ever seen. Rarely will you see a matchup as physical as we just witnessed. Gunther
Oh, that was a damn good match.
that he is one of the greatest. When Gunther went for one powerbomb tonight, immediately regretted it. RKO, Randy Pounds, Randy almost got the victory, but it wasn't enough. Sending Gunther the champ to the table. And right here we believe that Randy Orton may be closing in on a 15th World Championship. Sliding the body of the ring girl back in there. Took a little too long. Amazing powers of recovery from Gunther. And then as Gunther locked in the sleeper, Randy tried his best to get the hell out of there. But all over Orton like a rat. Squeezing the life out of the Viper, slowly but surely, until he faded to nothingness. Gunther is a Terminator. He weathered the emotion of an unbelievable week in Europe. On his return to his adopted hometown of Berlin, Germany. Family and friends in attendance over 13,000 strong, wishing him to keep the World Heavyweight title. And in the end, Gunther defeats one of the all-time greats in Randy Orton to solidify himself on top of the mountain in WWE as the World Heavyweight Champion.
Gunther's off on a handshake.
And much like Ric Flair, much like Triple H, taking Randy Orton in the past, much like Randy Orton does to Gunther tonight. Gunther is the future. Gunther is the World Heavyweight Champion. It is time now for the Bash in Berlin post show. Here is Jackie Redmond.
Cole, thank you so much. You said it. And still, the World Heavyweight Champion, the ring general of Gunther. He improves to a very impressive 8-0 since WrestleMania. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Bash in Berlin post show. Jackie Redmond. Very excited to be alongside Biz, Peter Rosenberg, and Big E. Guys, this victory for Gunther is impressive because he's a tough guy to beat, but he does it against a 14-time world champion in Randy Orton. What impressive performance to balance something out this victory tonight.
This was a big match. It felt like Cody and Rock at WrestleMania. Big superstar. The audience was absolutely electric from top to bottom. 2 minutes in, they're chanting this is awesome. They had a headline takeover. That's how insane this match was. I saw the way Miz reacted at the way the match ended. Can you believe that Gunther put Randy Orton to sleep? Yeah. But something I can because he's that good. And this man has taken our industry by storm. And what I think is so intoxicating is he has this mat-based style that for so many years we're told does work at the top, is boring. But it's not. Look at the reaction of the people. Every time he's in, not just here in Germany, but I think what he's doing is so special. We're witnessing something very special, and I want to make sure that we're present and we're recognizing this is different. Gunther is different. Different? How about Gunther is extending a hand saying,
congratulations. Incredible win tonight in front of your friends, in front of your family, in front of everyone here in Germany. Any words for them?
Zuallererst mal vielen Dank. Dankeschön. Und dann, kleine Geschichte, so als Meilenstein zwischendurch, als ich damals mit meinem guten Freund in Deutschland immer angetreten bin, jedes Wochenende, habe mich WWE kontaktiert und hat gesagt, komm, was machen? Ich wollte in Deutschland bleiben, mir das immer wichtig, ich möchte in Europa was aufbauen, was nachhaltig ist, und Triple H hat zu mir gesagt, pass auf, das verstehe ich, aber um etwas aufbauen zu können, musste erstmal jemand werden, und ich glaube, ich bin jemand geworden.
Man, Gunther soaking it all in as he should. My goodness.
Translate that, right? Yeah, we're going to translate that.
Don't put me on the spot with that. But obviously, a huge moment, a huge match. Feels like an instant classic when we look back on it. And the energy was palpable from start to finish. Let's bring in Michael Cole, Wade Barrett. I mean, they call this match Cole. You have called a ton of matches in your career in a ton of places. This crowd has been good all night. But from the start of this match, Randy Orton and Gunther in the ring, it went to a whole new level. How was it from your perspective?
First thing I want to say, Jackie, is thank you to everybody here in Berlin. It's been an incredible week. This crowd was out of control all night long. Also, every single match on this card was amazing. I mean, incredible stories across the board. Cody and KO, we have new women's tag team champion CM Punk and Drew McIntyre was an absolute classic. Rhea and Damian got revenge, and of course, what we just witnessed, Randy Orton is one of the all-time greats. And I've got a goosebumps right now talking about Randy, because I've had the opportunity to call most of the matches in his career. He is an unbelievable. Since day one, when he arrived on the scene here in WWE, he has dominated. And I thought he was going to get closer to history tonight. But the one thing that Gunther proved is that he was able to weather the emotion. He was able to get through what was a really tough week psychologically for him, not only the live events, but being here in Berlin. But the fact that he knocked off Randy Orton to continue his reign as world champion. This man is the future. He's the present. He's the future. He's going to be champion for a very long time. In 20 years, we may be talking about Gunther as approaching John Cena and Ric Flair as a 16-time world champion. It's been a great atmosphere. Thank everybody again. Back up to you guys.
Thank you so much. Congratulations again to World Heavyweight Champion Gunther, who, by the way, we said this earlier, it's a staggering stat, has held the title for 75% of the time that he has been a WWE superstar. It is an outrageous number, but Cole said it. This is the stat card from start to finish, and it started with the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, defeating Kevin Owens to hold on to that undisputed WWE Championship. I'm hearing that he is ready at the podium, so let's take it there now.
Hello, everybody. Programming will get started tonight.
The press
Just so
conference.
you know, college is back in session in the United States of America, and Triple H's oldest daughter is off to college, and he has gone home to be a part of that amazing life moment. So congratulations, of course, to the whole of that family. Yeah. With that in mind, you guys are stuck with me to go over some of the business points of this wonderful evening and bash in Berlin and the overall tour that WWE has been Bash in Berlin, I love saying this, is the highest grossing arena event in WWE history. That's the third time this year we've been able to say that. We set a new arena gate record with Backlash in France, Clash of the Castle in Scotland, sellout in 2024, and there were 13,149 incredible fans in attendance this evening. I have been on this entire tour, whether it was in Rotterdam or Hausen, Brussels, Stuttgart, Frankfurt, of course, Berlin. Everything they tell you, growing up in the industry, about pro wrestling and German fans, and what that's like, and the mythos and the history. You hear about Bret Hart coming over here and just the hysteria about what they do. It's really fun to see that perception and reality are all the same. Incredible fans. And it was just an honor to compete and perform for them each and every night. I'd like to quickly, as we're covering some of the business elements of this, Davari and Chris Abyss, producers for that live event tour, really did a wonderful job. I don't think they often get the credit they do for keeping a bunch of rowdy wrestlers on the page and getting us from town to town and being able to do this the way we do. Also, Byron and Steve for the entire event. They did an incredible job. Thank you, Byron. And we're headed back to the U.S. We're looking forward to big debuts back in the United States. Of course, SmackDown to USA on September 13th, NXT to CW on October 1st, and then Monday Night Raw is heading to Netflix on January 6th. With that stated, let's open it up for questions.
If you have a question for the undisputed WWE champion, raise your hand, state your name and the media outlet you are affiliated with, and we'll start off right here in the first row.
Oh, it's a great question. I think a lot of people who watch a good chunk of pro wrestling probably could have called, Kevin's turning on Cody. That's as obvious as it gets. And it speaks to the strength of our relationship. Kevin and I's relationship. Last night's promo on SmackDown dove into it a little further. It's incredibly deep, incredibly complex. I've never told him this before, but I often feel like I'm chasing behind him because, again, when he showed up on the scene, he's picking fights with John Cena and the top stars. I was still painting my face and just so far behind the eight ball. And that feels good as a competitor and performer when you could be in the ring and let them know and show them, even your friends. But it was a really touching moment to be able to share that with him. I think I've only ever walked to the back with my arms like this with somebody. I think the only two people I did it with besides Kevin was Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, and then my brother Dustin way back when I was at AEW. So that was special to have those three guys all share that type of moment with him.
Next question, live in the second row.
Jamal Niles here for seconds out. Cody, obviously being world champion, comes with a massive target on your back, and it's kind of shown that you've got to be wary even of your closest friends with questioning Kevin Owens' loyalty. I think a lot of people were questioning Randy Orton earlier in the summer as well, with the way he was eyeing up the WWE title. Do you feel that he could potentially be eyeing you up in the future, and are you wary of him given his past?
That's a great question. I also would like to not deflect by any means. I'll dive into it, but I do want to congratulate Randy and Gunther, because when you go over these new Arena Gate records, as exciting as they are, those were the guys who were on top. Those are the ones that all of the local talent, all of us in the locker room, top to bottom on the card, should be going to and thanking for the house. So Gunther, Randy Orton, thank you. In terms of him eyeing the title, I have seen a lot of rumblings in terms of, your ear to the ground. You feel like people might want to see that match. It's a very, very different match than when I first showed up on Monday Night Raw. The person I wrestled actually gosh, I don't want to give you a bad answer, but that match, a lot would have to happen for that match to take place. Again, that's a very real relationship and friendship, and the mentor and the student, but it's certainly not something I would back down from, because like I just said, sometimes the people you want to know how you've grown the most is the ones closest to you, and nobody's closer to you than Randy Orton. So if it happens, that's a lot of drama. As the Bloodline fans like to say, the cinema. It's a lot of cinema. But right now, no plans for it.
Right inside, second row.
Salcedo Instant Culture. Cody, he's now been champion for several months. Before you defeated Roman Reigns, obviously you must have been mad at being champion. Has it been what you envisioned so far?
I dreamed of, this was the big thing I wanted, to win the WWE title and be the first Rhodes with the biggest prize in our game. But I can't say it's not been what I've envisioned as much as I could have never guessed, even with a lifetime of building up to it, I could have never guessed the amount of responsibility that is handed to you, in terms of how you go about doing the live events, how you go about doing your press, and just every piece of it. I thought I had a lifetime to prepare for it. And I remember Roman Reigns actually said something to me in an interview, face to face. He was talking about the idea if I was to get to the edge of the mountain and actually do this, that I'd be really tired. I don't like fatigue at all. I don't believe in it in our industry. I think the grind is a good thing. But I can say there was definitely some truth to what he was saying, because it's a different type of responsibility. I'm still having the most fun I've ever had in my life. I really am. But with every step you make, it affects the WWE. And that's just a lot of responsibility. So if anything, it's, I hope, made me better as, of course, a pro wrestler, sports entertainer, but I hope it's made me better as someone here in this company, WWE, and just my business savvy, as Mr. Heyman always calls it, in terms of navigating a future in pro wrestling once I officially hang up the boots, if that makes any sense. That's so long-winded answer. I apologize. It's been amazing, no doubt. And one of the things, not to get too inside baseball, but we talked about 55 sellouts. I believe it's actually several outlets, and people who have reported the record grosses. If I was to tell you the record grosses for this company, you'd think it was a Cody lie. It's unreal. This is just a really beautiful Renaissance period for the business. Happy for everyone involved with it, all of us. Last row.
Hi, Cody. James D'Lo from Gorilla Position.
Long time, man.
Long time.
Yeah, you've been avoiding me, huh?
Well,
Yeah.
you're a dodgy character. Congratulations on tonight.
Thank you.
Thanked Randy and Gunther for the house. You opened the show tonight with KO. You opened the show with AJ in a clash at the castle in Glasgow. Roman Reigns is also back.
Yeah.
Are there any honest insecurities within you that is worried about losing your position as the poster boy for WWE after such a big build-up?
Well, I think if I'm speaking honestly, they're not insecurities and they're not concerns, but I'd be naive to not acknowledge, no pun intended, the challenge. I love this. And maybe in just going off my last answer, one of the things, I had a lifetime of experience, if you're ready for this, that's the biggest challenge in front of me in terms of what's the new task for me. Again, the idea of being the poster boy at all. My gosh. It's an amazing feeling. That's special. It will end at some point, but I will certainly put up every bit of a fight. And it's not just the OTC. It's not just Roman Reigns. This is John Cena's farewell run. I am up there in very rare air with special characters, people like CM Punk. If anything, how you phrased it, another way I would put it, it's a great problem to have. mentioned and myself, we like that. We have pitted ourselves against each other, not just at WrestleMania in the main event, but in every aspect behind the scenes too, and not in a dishonest way, in an honest way. Better man's gonna win, and that's again a good problem to have. First row. Hello.
Since you mentioned Netflix, so you know, some of the Netflix stuff, it's, I kind of watch it and
I have to YouTube. Okay. Now let me go back to my YouTube channel. Now, for the YouTubers here, we still got the pre-show on here that we can still watch.
This book not only will help you understand the
All right, come on.
help you go on a journey with yourself and how justice comes out of
Crowd. But this, I think, is favorable. You know, especially if you're a feud like this, which again to me has not been the hottest. But man, they came out here and just this crowd. I thought on SmackDown they sounded really hot, but I wouldn't say like they necessarily rival.
Now here this is how it ended. Gunther beat Randy Orton, CM Punk and Drew McIntyre had a classic. They had a very good match. CM Punk won as I predicted. He got a bracelet back, so now we're 1-1. So you know that I think the final match will be at Bad Blood inside Hell in a Cell. Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes had a very good match to open the show. We didn't get a heel turn from Kevin Owens. He shook his hand. We could get a heel turn this Friday. If not, then who Cody Rhodes gonna face?
I think the best stories are when they make sense and there is a level of predictability, but at the same time, you can throw in some twists and turns. However,
Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley got their revenge. They beat Dominic and Liv Morgan. Rhea got the pin on Liv. We did get champion Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair won the belt back from Alpha Fire and Isla Dawn.
Guess what? We broke it back and learned. Started this show off. Undisputed WWE Championship match. Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens. The story going in was, is Cody's knee okay and will KO? Oh, KO. Eventually, Cody and KO almost goes old school, but eventually Cody gets the win.
I agree. Gunther with the Intercontinental Championship, 660 whatever days it was. I forget. 666. Oh, was it 666? Okay. Yeah. That's right, because it's on the record titles. Well, that's an easy number to remember too. You don't need that anymore. You get even for Gunther's World Disneyland. I don't know what the club is or whatever the hell that is. Maybe some Disney fans can let me know. But like they have been long-term friends. Like they have. Kevin Owens was very excited for Cody to make that leap from AEW to WWE. One of his biggest proponents. Obviously, they're teasing a turn here. Were you disappointed that one didn't happen, or was it like one of those things where the swerve was no swerve?
I think you hit it right there on the head. The swerve was no swerve. I do think that I've now become accustomed to not expect the swerve when the swerve would typically happen under different regimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, if there were other people in charge, they're like, Kevin Owens is starting to feel like I've seen this song and dance enough times. But now with Triple H, you know, we've had enough years under our belt to kind of sniff it out to understand that he's going to stretch this out probably for a while. This will likely be our program for Bad Blood potentially.
But he had a bit more of his sea legs under him, shall we say. the finish, you know what did surprise me about this was just how definitive the finish was. For all of the talk that there is going to be this Hell in a Cell main event of Bad Blood, CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, which will still happen. I'm still fairly confident that will happen. The reason I'm fairly confident that will happen is, you know, McIntyre got to win a summon.
JD from New York. Solomon.
I'm equitable.
Alright, come on.
I decided to partner with Hero to try and test their newest product. Hero's Magic for tired eyes, bright eyes, and immunity health.
Podcast.
Whoa. Wow. That was quick. Just look how fast the fans left the arena. Priest and Rhea Ripley. It's kind of weird how they do the post. So Pierce and Rhea Ripley are talking to Big E, Jackie Redmond. Just look how fast the fans left the arena. They're moving the entrance. Strange how they do that, you know. Well, here's the highlights of some of these matches. Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest. They beat Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio in a very good match. Rhea destroyed Dirty Dominic. She had him in a very good submission. We did see some interference from the Judgment Day. Carlito got involved, JD, Balor got involved. But wasn't enough. CM Punk and Drew McIntyre in this draft match was very good. Feel kind of long, but it was very good. CM Punk got the bracelet back. Got it with Vandes. The unholy union versus Bianca and Jade. Jade and Bianca win the tag team titles. Kevin Owens defeated Cody Rhodes. There was no heel turn.
There's a man running around with a bracelet with my wife's name on it. And I'm gonna get my consequence.
Hold on, I'm trying to see your promo package for a minute. Alright, come on. I'm watching the promo package.
The big man made it happen. In the war. Dance is still in my corner.
Alright, hold on for a minute.
There can be very serious.
Hold on, I'm trying to look at that promo package. Alright. CM Punk gets it, I believe, break back.
Domino's pepperoni stuffed cheesy bread is loaded with pepperoni. It's kind of like your favorite pizza's best friend.
Let's see the post show again. Show, it's show Michael over here. They're showing Michael Cole's reaction.
There's a crowd here. No one is leaving the arena because of terror. We got terror twins here. Yeah, we do. Well, listen, thank you guys for coming on the show. We appreciate it. We'll celebrate.
So we still got Cody Rhodes, and then we got Priest and Rhea. So that's how the post show started. So after the show was over, that's when Gunther cut that great promo. Wait. Okay, that's something.
Hey,
Sure, there can be more interviews, right?
And AJ, but also gets a win. Yeah, very much so. We don't talk phrase, I've got the money, has been attached to many times. But seeing him pick Drew's big ass up 3 times for his ass, I was impressed.
all right, how about the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes? He retains the undisputed WWE Championship, defeating Kevin Owens. What I thought was interesting in that match was the inner conflict we saw with KO. Trying
In his own head.
right.
It wasn't novelty of it. People want to come out, they want to be a part of it, they want to be in the crowd, part of that atmosphere. It's a party atmosphere. And a lot of these international shows, that's why they're setting all these records. Now, these 5-match international cards, they've worked so far because the action has been good, right? The action has been largely good to very good. The crowd, like I said, the novelty of it, crowds go nuts. Especially when they have some of these homegrown talents that are able to be in the main event. Drew McIntyre in Scotland is one example. Gunther tonight, right? Germany, not that far from Austria. So he's got his share of fans. Plus, he spent a good portion of his career wrestling in Germany anyway. So they look at him like the prodigal son returns. So these shows have worked so far. I do wonder, though. I do wonder if they can keep this up for the long term. 5-match card format, not really rocking the boat. Because the thing is, with these shows, and I'm not even saying the shows are bad, they've largely been good to very good, but they don't necessarily feel important. This show, I think, suffered from the same thing. It didn't feel important. I was looking forward to it, but there was, a lot of predictable matches on the card. When you look at it, you have to just visualize how things are going to go. And it went exactly the way that I thought it would. When I did my predictions, I nailed every single one. Not that that makes me special. I'm sure most people watching this right now probably also guessed right off, how a lot of these matches were going to go, who's going to come out on top. And that is, that's been one criticism about these, international cards that they've done this year. And I just don't know, how much longer can they continue on like this? I guess as long as they can find locations that have not had big shows, they can continue to do it. I do think at some point, though, it's going to run, they're going to run into a situation where these may not work as well as they have worked for them so far. They may not be setting the records that they're setting so far. So that may be the biggest critique, is how predictable these shows are. I say it all the time, though. Predictable always means bad. There were matches on WrestleMania this year that were very predictable. That does not mean that it was a bad match or a bad show. This was not a bad show. It was a fun way to spend 3 hours. I had fun watching this show. I thought it was largely a good show. We had Gunther in the main event with Randy Orton. We did not know coming into this whether or not they were going to get the headline spot. I know they wanted it. Randy Orton was very vocal about wanting to be in the main event. He had not main evented a PLE, at least at a single, in 4 years. So this was a spot that Randy Orton has not been in for a very long time. And it's a spot that Gunther has, I don't think he's ever been in the spot before. So this was new for him. And I'm glad they got the main event spot. It was the right choice, it was the right match to go on to close out the show. And I will tell you, the match they had, I thought, was very good. But the thing that separates this match from almost every single match, maybe every single match that I have seen this year, whether it be WWE or AEW or any promotion that I've seen, the selling. The selling in this match was masterful. The selling in this match was better than any other professional wrestling match that I can remember seeing this year. Because you had Gunther selling his arm, you had Randy Orton selling his back, and he's an expert seller anyway. But that was the story they were telling throughout that main event. And there were parts of that main event that were dragging a little bit. I think Randy Orton legitimately spent about 65% of that match just admiring the crowd reaction. He had a big smile on his face. At one point, the crowd was doing a wave. He started doing a wave too because it ended. And he wanted them to continue. So Randy Orton was out there. He was having a ball. He said coming into this show that he was bringing his wife. He was flying his wife over to Berlin because he wanted her to be in the building for the atmosphere and for the experience of that match because he knew the crowd was going to be wild for it, and they were. And I'm sure it was special to be there in the building for it. But again, I thought the job that those two guys did, just telling a story through those two, body parts and the injuries they were nursing in that match, that to me was the real story of that main event tonight. And Gunther comes out on top to the surprise of no one, still the World Heavyweight Champion. Randy Orton now can go back to SmackDown. Speaking of SmackDown, we had Cody Rhodes defending the WWE Championship against Kevin Owens, his dear friend. Would he still be a friend when this match was over? That was the story for this match. Can Kevin Owens be trusted? Is Kevin Owens going to turn on Cody Rhodes? Are we going to see the old Kevin Owens? If we had, he might be the champion right now, but because we didn't, he's not. I don't think this story is over. This story has yet to fully play itself out. And there's been a lot of talk about Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa was on SmackDown last night in promo saying, whoever wins this match, I got next. I think I know how this might play out, how it should play out. And I'm going to talk about that when we get to this opening contest here in a second. CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, they've been feuding for this entire year, ever since the Royal Rumble when Punk went down with the Ford Trust. They had their first meeting at SummerSlam. The match they had here on this card in Berlin was better than the match they had a few weeks ago at SummerSlam. And it still feels to me, and I don't know if I'm the only one who feels this way, but it still feels to me like a little something is missing. I don't know what it is. I mean, these two have had a blood feud now for the majority of this year. The social media comments and the promos and the insults and the burns back and forth. Drew McIntyre posting a photo with Jack Perry. I mean, think of all the things that we've seen from these two men. And I'm still waiting for them to go balls to the wall and just try to tear each other to shreds. We didn't get that really at SummerSlam. It was here, but I still feel like they're holding back a little bit for what this should really be. We're going to get a third match. We're probably going to get a third match inside Hell in a Cell. And perhaps they're saving the best for last. But I thought their match here on the show was definitely better than the one that they had a few weeks ago. Evens things up, one win apiece. Got to be a rubber match now. Got to break the tie somehow. So again, up and down this card, which was not very big to begin with, very predictable finishes, but I think they largely did the right thing, even with Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley, and the Judgment Day. What they did, I thought, set the table nicely for Bad Blood, which is coming up in October. But also, we have SmackDown, the big premiere coming on
USA Network on September 13th, and I have a feeling that I know what direction they're going in for that show as far as the big main event. We're going to talk about all of that, and I'm going to get you out of here. This is a rare Saturday afternoon stream. This is your WWE Bash in Berlin 2024 review. I am the Solid Monster. I want to... Oh, no. I want to admire this.
Check out the post show. Jade and Bianca are gonna be talking. How long did that
Turnbuckles did take me out of it a little bit, and there were some like contradictory elements that made me say, "Okay, I understand the story."
Well, go ahead and let me know, and let's just get into it. We're not even going to waste any time here. We're going to get right into this here. Hey, there's David. There's David. Thumbs up to David. Love it. Ah. Venom Kitetsu has activated Repo. A $25 drop. Spewing venom all over us. I love it. I love the super chat love. Keep it coming. Wade Barrett and Michael Cole. They were our announce team here for this show. They handled commentary as they did on SmackDown last night. For those of you who don't know, starting on Monday, Joe Tessitore debuts on WWE commentary. He and Wade will be handling the commentary duties on Monday nights. Michael Cole and Corey Graves in preparation.
Coming to you from Berlin, Germany. 5 matches on the bill tonight. No more, no less. They have really kind of fleshed out and ironed out what they want to do for the B-level pay-per-views. Triple H going with the obvious takeover model for the B-level pay-per-views. And it looks like that is going to be the way for the foreseeable future. I can't see him pushing. I know a lot of people don't like the 5-match pay-per-views, but the way WWE does pay-per-view or PLEs, I love the way that it all kind of flows together. I like the way that they operate. I like the way that they all put this together. I thought it was a great show tonight. WWE has really taken their PLEs to the next level. I remember once upon a time where WWE PLEs, they weren't really premium live events. I remember we discussed this vigorously when Vince McMahon was in charge, that they put these shows behind the Peacock subscription or on the WWE Network, and you'd sign up for $4.99 or $9.99 or whatever it is. And most of the time, the old administration wouldn't really give you too much on the PLEs, and sometimes they would be disappointing, sometimes they'd be okay, most of the time they'd be disappointing. But they looked at it as, well, I mean, nobody's going to be buying this for $60, so why do we have to put on $60 worth of content? We can just put on $4.99 worth of content, or we can put out $9.99 worth of content. Triple H has changed that whole model. Triple H has changed that entire mentality. He's giving you a lot for the 5 matches, and it ends up being a great afternoon. In this case, a great afternoon of pro wrestling. I know a lot of people don't like it. I know a lot of people prefer the AEW way to do things. 9, 10, 11 matches. You get your money's worth. It's 2 different models. But one thing is, when it comes to WWE PLEs and it comes to AEW pay-per-views, both companies are knocking them out of the park. So
So I don't think anybody could really argue that case. Both companies are putting on great PLEs. And I love the way Triple H is doing things, keeping it very simple. So when we get to a Survivor Series or SummerSlam or WrestleMania, you guys see the full extent of what he wants to. Breathe. When one match ends, we get a nice highlight package recapping everything. It's not rushed. Everything's allowed to breathe. Go into the next match. Rinse and repeat. I thought it was a great afternoon of pro wrestling. Great crowd. Great atmosphere. That's not anything surprising when it comes to these international shows, whether WWE does Australia or France or Cardiff or they're in Scotland. They just come out and the energy is just a lot different than the energy here in North America. WWE hyped up that this was the largest grossing WWE event of all time. And, they said that about Backlash in France. They said that about Clash of the Castle in Scotland. Now they're saying that about Dash in Berlin. It seems like with every international show, the ticket prices are being raised. And WWE is shattering their own records. They're the hot ticket in town. They are. WWE can charge whatever they want, and they know they're going to fill the venue, and they know they're going to fill the arena. It's crazy to even think about how hot WWE is right now, and this is the first time. What was the statistic? It's got to be, what did LA Knight say on SmackDown last night? The first time in 27 years that they actually held a show in Belgium. Belgium in the chat. I wouldn't be surprised they go to Belgium. 27 years is the first time, or since the first time they went to Berlin. It's crazy to even think about. It's crazy to even think about how the old WWE, the old administration, was so against running international pay-per-views, and now this is the big thing. This is the big push. Not only with WWE, but with AEW. I love it. I love it. It works as far as the energy. It works as far as content creation for us. Start at 1 o'clock, on the air at 4 o'clock, off the air by 6 o'clock. I love it, man. It's great. It really is great. And Berlin tonight showed up. 5 matches on the card tonight. A lot of heat, a lot of story. Now I wonder where we go into Bad Blood. This was a really, really, really solid show with stories that are either going to continue on into Bad Blood or in some cases they end tonight. We don't know where they're going into Bad Blood. This is why Monday Night Raw is going to be imperative come Monday. This is why SmackDown really needs to take it to the next level on the way to that debut show on the USA Network. They will be leaving Fox on September 13th, and they will be moving to USA Network on September 13th. That is going to be a very vital show for WWE in the build for Bad Blood. A lot, I feel, is going to happen on that show. A lot should happen on that show, and I will tell you exactly how I would go about that tonight. But the big match tonight, the most intense feud of the evening was CM Punk and Drew McIntyre strap match, and they were bound by the wrist because McIntyre was still in possession of Punk's bracelet. The bracelet that has the name of his wife and his dog on it, the bracelet that has been, and Punk finally got it back tonight, and now he is whole. But if you guys think this feud is over, I've seen some people floating around the idea that this is over. They get to move on now. I wonder what Punk does going into Bad Blood. I'll tell you exactly what Punk is doing into Bad Blood. Punk and Drew McIntyre Bad Blood. This match will be inside Hell in a Cell. The entire feud has been built to go through SummerSlam, to go through Berlin, and then go through Bad Blood. WWE announced Bad Blood and the anniversary of Hell in a Cell. 25 years of Hell in a Cell. Bad Blood is not even on the pay-per-view calendar before this year. And they're bringing it back to celebrate the anniversary of the first ever Hell in a Cell in the same arena. And you don't think they're going to do these two guys inside Hell in a Cell to celebrate that? Come on. I can't wait to see how it plays out. But the biggest question coming out of this thing is how does it play out?
Punk got his bracelet back. It's clearly not going to be about the bracelet. The feud cannot be about the bracelet anymore. They needed to end that tonight, and they did exactly that. What is McIntyre going to do now that he lost to Punk? He had the bracelet, he lost the bracelet. He beat Punk at SummerSlam, he lost to Punk at Bash in Berlin. You know Drew McIntyre is not going to sit with this on the airplane ride home. And he's not going to sit with this. It's not going to be a good night for Drew McIntyre. He's already probably thinking about how he's going to get back at CM Punk come Monday. What exactly will that be? Nobody knows. The biggest question coming out of this is how are they going to take this feud into the next chapter, into the next level, to make it feel like it belongs inside Hell in a Cell. The one problem that WWE's had, especially in the later stages of its life cycle with the Hell in a Cell structure, was most of the matches that they tried to put inside Hell in a Cell did not belong inside Hell in a Cell. Most of the matches they put inside Hell in a Cell did not warrant the feud to be inside Hell in a Cell. In some cases, WWE started feuds inside Hell in a Cell. The most egregious one was Sasha Banks and Bayley. Remember that? They started their feud inside Hell in a Cell. Fucking stupid Vince McMahon was. He didn't give a fuck. He didn't give a shit about the feud. He didn't give a shit about the structure or the gimmick. Hell in a Cell should be used as a blow-off. The absence of it on television is going to make it a beautiful sight when we see it inside that arena in Atlanta, Georgia on October 5th. Most of the matches that were actually in the later stages did not belong. It did not start out that way. They just used it as a gimmick, as a selling point. Hey man, we're going to put a Hell in a Cell on this show. I can't wait to see what they do, but what do they do? What do they do? We got 5 weeks. 5 weeks of television before we get into Deadlift. Does McIntyre go out there and Claymore kick AJ Lee when she makes an appearance on Monday Night Raw? Do we really want to bring AJ Lee, who was one of the more beloved females in the entire history of the WWE Women's Revolution, do we want to bring her back as a secondary character in the CM Punk Drew McIntyre story and have that be Bad Blood? I like it, but it would work better if AJ was actually back herself and doing things on television for herself in the women's division. We're going to bring her back as a secondary player in this feud to get blasted in the face with the Claymore kick. I'd love to see it. I just don't see that playing out the way everybody kind of envisions. That's a huge fantasy booking scenario. I don't know. Does Larry get involved? You know, Cody Rhodes retired his dog from traveling on the road. Larry has made some appearances backstage in and around pro wrestling shows. Is Larry about to get retired? I don't know. Does Drew McIntyre kidnap Larry? Does Drew McIntyre break the bracelet on live television? Does he get it back after a fucking sneak attack? Does he break the bracelet, rip the bracelet live on air, scattering it into a million pieces? Is that what's going to kickstart Bad Blood? I don't know. I don't know. You know, good home invasion sounds good too. You know? I see a lot of people say, well, what is of hell? What about a last man standing match? Guys, no. You guys are coming up with a bunch of matches that don't make sense in this case. Why would you do a last man standing match at the one show you're bringing back to celebrate the anniversary of Hell in a Cell? I don't get it. It's the one feud that's been building up more than any other feud in the company, and you want to do a last man standing match? Thank God some of you are not booking the fucking show. Does he break the bracelet after getting it back in the next 5 weeks and scatter the pieces all about the ring? I don't know. Like I said, a good home invasion would do well in this case. Imagine Drew McIntyre showing up to CM Punk's condo in Chicago and absolutely going ballistic like he's committing a murder. Claymore kicking him right in his living room while he's watching a fucking college football game or something, drinking a coffee. Now, mind invasion would be great. I don't know. WWE's got some brainstorming to do. Because this is absolutely leading both Punk and McIntyre inside Hell in a Cell. How do we get it? That's the biggest question coming out of this match. Punk won. He got the bracelet back. I thought it was a great match. Punk looked great. He looked a lot better tonight than he did at SummerSlam. And I like this match better than the one at SummerSlam because there was a lot of focus on Rollins being the special guest referee. I like the fact that the focus was on Punk and McIntyre, both of them being bound by the strap and both of them struggling with each other without having to worry about the antics or the funny costumes or Seth Rollins calling it. I like the fact that tonight was about them and them only. And I love the fact that they did old school rules for the strap match. Touch each individual corner. The first person to touch all four corners gets the victory. It adds a level of intrigue. It adds a level of interest. As if it was just both guys bound by the strap and it ends being pinfall or submission, there really isn't much to that. You didn't want to pin or submit either guy here in the middle of what is going to be a three-match feud. They already pinned Punk at SummerSlam, and that was by nefarious means of the referee. Now we get nobody being pinned here. So not only did McIntyre lose the match, he still remains unpinned by CM Punk. So he's got to get that victory over Drew McIntyre inside Hell in a Cell, and then he can go on to worry about whatever he's got to worry about next. He did make, his statement known that he wants a world championship. He wants the main event WrestleMania. How he gets there, what's next? Is he going to go through Rollins? Does he got to go through Seth Rollins to get to the Royal Rumble, to get to WrestleMania? I don't know. But I like the way all of it played out. I thought tonight was
Sam said
so much
Seth
better.
Rollins.
Okay.
Great DraftKings offer and NFL Plus. I feel like out to school.
That's not bad.
That's the plan that they
Oh,
would
you want
like.
old school.
That's dirty. That's dirty.
New customers for this great offer and a month of NFL Plus preview.
McIntyre firmly planted inside Hell in a Cell with the match absolutely making sense for the finale of their feud. It's going to be a very interesting next 5 weeks. Cody Rhodes. He wrestled Kevin Owens in the open of the show. I wasn't surprised. I'll talk about why I love Cody Rhodes and why I love the fact that he opened the show when we talk about the match, to break down the match. This was a great match. Whether you like the story or little story that they had, whether you like Cody or not, I think everybody at this point respects Kevin Owens to a point where you can't really hate on Kevin Owens. I think if you hate on Kevin Owens, man, there's something fucking wrong with you. The match itself was great. No matter what you think of the feud, what you think of Cody, the match was great. The string of Cody Rhodes, great pro wrestling matches as WWE champion continues. 2 against AJ Styles, 1 at Backlash, the next one at Clash of the Castle. And then we got Logan Paul in Saudi Arabia, which itself, we all know why that match was made. There was no story there. But they wanted Logan in the main event. They booked it. They got what they want. It ended up being a great match. And then we get this match. The match with Solo doesn't count. The match at SummerSlam with Solo absolutely doesn't count. Nobody gives a fuck, and nobody wants to see that rematch. But then the only people that want to see that match are Solo and the Bloodline. That's it. And whatever other member of the Anna White family. Nobody of interest here watching the show wants to see Cody Rhodes and Solo go. Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens delivered in the ring as far as a story. It was all about Kevin Owens not wanting the match because he felt like he didn't deserve it. He got the match anyway. Then can they coexist? Kevin Owens, known for turning on his friends. He was being teased about it by A-Town Down Under on SmackDown. Cody then kind of looked at him and said, you know what? Yeah, your history is there. I'll deal with it if we eventually get there. and then they do coexist, and then we get what we got on Friday Night SmackDown last night, where Kevin Owens believes Cody isn't being truthful with him. Kevin Owens thinks that he's got a bum knee, and he doesn't want to wrestle Cody Rhodes if he's not 100%. Cody explains to him that he is 100%. Don't worry about the knee. You're just making excuses. Cody sees something in KO that KO doesn't see. So we get to tonight. And KO and Cody wrestle until the knee does become a problem. And at that point, KO didn't want to use his old tactics to try and win the WWE title, which inevitably were his downfall. And he ended up losing. But the story was there in the match. Another great match for Cody Rhodes and a great match between these two. What happens next? A lot of people, Kevin Owens is turning heel. Or the hug at the end of the match where they both embraced tonight. Oh, Kevin Owens is going heel. He had this blank look on his face. Why would Kevin Owens go heel? I don't get it. You know, I know a lot of people are claiming that Kevin Owens needs to go heel because there's no top heels on Friday Night SmackDown for Cody Rhodes to work with. Why would Kevin Owens go heel when he's been battling the bloodline for as long as anybody known to the WWE roster? Why would he turn on Cody Rhodes? So he's going to turn on Cody Rhodes and then just forget about everything that he's had to put himself through battling the bloodline for this? I don't see that making sense. As a human being, I wouldn't do that. That doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. I know I wouldn't make that decision.
Exactly.
Kevin Owens lost. He lost clean. That's it. There's no reason to turn your back on Cody Rhodes. Kevin Owens is going to play an integral part in this. He's going to continue to battle alongside Cody Rhodes. Randy Orton is going to go back to SmackDown. He's going to continue to battle alongside Cody Rhodes because he made a vow and a promise to Cody Rhodes. But you don't think, this is the way that I see it. You don't think that Randy Orton is going to look at what happened earlier tonight, go back to SmackDown, look at Kevin Owens as weak? You don't think that another attack by the bloodline is going to happen to Cody and Randy and KO? Because you know what's coming. What type of attack, where, I don't know, but you know it's coming. And you know what Randy's going to do? He's going to sit there and he's going to feel sick to his stomach and he's going to be fed up with the fact that we're all busting our ass for Cody Rhodes. You had the opportunity to do something for yourself. You didn't take it. I'm going to fucking take it. I'm going to change this shit. Enough of this shit. I'm Randy fucking Orton. I don't need to be the backup to anybody. I should be the champion. And he continues to lose. He continues to go back for Cody. He continues to eye the WWE Championship. He hasn't won a pay-per-view match in 40-something pay-per-views. You don't think that Randy Orton's looking at this and already contemplating Viper-like mentality? That's the way that I see it. Kevin Owens doesn't need to turn heel. Randy Orton's going to turn heel just by looking at what Kevin Owens didn't do tonight. Because you know for a fucking fact, no matter what the relationship between Randy and Cody is, Randy is never going to let Cody bounce back and beat him for the WWE Championship like Kevin Owens did tonight. Again, that's just the way that I see it. But all in all, it's a great match. I thought it was good. So we got those two major matches. Gunther and Randy Orton in the main event. I'm glad that they ended up getting the main event spot. It would be criminal if Gunther made it all the way here and he didn't defend the World Heavyweight Championship in the main event. It's great for Gunther. It's great for the PLE. It's great for the World Heavyweight Championship. It only adds to the intrigue of Randy Orton and what he does next, being in the main event and losing again the way that he lost. Excellent match between those two. It was like two gunslingers going at it, two Hall of Fame pitchers going scoreless, only giving up one hit each going into the bottom of the ninth inning, just looking for someone to make a mistake. One wrong move, one wrong pitch that would sway the game in one direction over the other. That was what we got tonight with Randy Orton and Gunther in the main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. And how can we forget Sarah Twins, Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley, they get their revenge on Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan, who was the current WWE Women's World Champion. A lot of people thought Liv Morgan and Dominic were going to win to keep them strong. Well, I don't know how you would do that or why you would do that when you got Rhea Ripley, who's eyeing the Women's World Championship. It's all about Rhea getting the championship back. And what they did tonight was give you an outcome that is absolutely going to give us the rematch at Bad Blood. I don't know about Damian Priest and Finn Balor. I would assume that takes place at Bad Blood as well. I would do it and kickstart that feud there at Bad Blood. But I thought tonight and what they did with that mixed tag team match was really fun. It was great. The energy was there. The Judgment Day story is really interesting to me. I like the implosion of the Judgment Day with Damian and Rhea being the outcasts now, with Finn Balor leading the Judgment Day, saying there's no real leaders, but everybody's got a part in where it goes. I like what they're doing, and I love the fact that they're building Rhea up to take that championship off of Liv Morgan at Bad Blood. It really makes a great story on Monday night. And I thought tonight Jackson Berlin was a very, very good show. Very, very good show. Very innocent watch. Very easy watch, as these shows usually are. Well, I want to thank you guys for joining me. We're going to break this stuff down. We're going to talk about how all of this came about tonight and go over the biggest and best moments from Bash in Berlin tonight. Right here on Off the Scripts. Thank you guys very much for joining me, man. We got 2,100 people in here on a Saturday afternoon.
In the corner, but Punk dropped him with a running bulldog, and again they ended up on the floor. Punk grabbed the table again, set it up on the outside. When they got back in the ring, McIntyre dropped him with a Claymore kick. So Drew started slapping turnbuckles, but got sent into the chair that he himself wedged in between the ropes in the corner. So when that happens, you have to start all over again. So all the lights, they go out. Punk touched 3 turnbuckles after this, but he got cut off, so again they reset the lights. Punk hit the step-up knee strike in the corner. Normally when he hits the step-up knee, he grabs the guy by
So we have to keep that in mind. Just because it's old school doesn't mean it can't suck. That's my thing about it. I know a lot of people are scared to have a controversial opinion about certain matches. You can watch a match and you know, well, it's good, but it's not the greatest. But you don't want to say it because everyone else is saying it's amazing. I'll just straight up say it wasn't for me, but it.
Well, the post show was over. That lasted like an hour. I thought it would be longer, but only an hour. So we saw Cody Rhodes. We saw Rhea and Damian Priest. We saw Jade and Bianca in the press conference, and that was it. They're Gunther and Randy Orton. The TNA, Eric Young, the Macklin, August 30th on Friday. That already happened.
Probably the plan all along, but I want to shout out Cody Rhodes for this because I can absolutely see him. You know, a lot of the times you envision someone at that position being very political and wanting to throw his weight around. Cody Rhodes is the type of champion that is going to let everybody eat sitting at the table. No matter if he is the WWE champion or not, the face of the company, the leader of this locker room right now, the man, the number one guy that they just think about someone in that position. No, I need to be the main event. I'm the WWE champion. He opened the fucking show. He's got no problem setting the tone for the rest of the show. He's got
wanted Daniel Bryan, so they're like, okay, let's have Daniel Bryan take on Roman Reigns. I think it was Fastlane or Rhodes.
Oh, we had Gunther. So Gunther was in the press conference with that. And that had to be the last. I'm like,
Over 10 years. The big story here is that CM Punk has now gone 2 matches without an injury. Yes, the counter, as you can see here, is now up to 2. The number of CM Punk matches without injury is up to 2. Let's hope that he can keep it going. For his sake, WWE's sake, hopefully we can hit number 3. Number 3 will probably end up being Hell in a Cell. So I certainly hope he can stay healthy inside the cell. But I am proud to bring to you this official counter here. Hopefully the next time I am with you, we can raise that number from 2 to 3. There you go. See, that's the good news coming out of this match. Now, I thought that this match was... See, look at this. See, we get all the congratulations. Look at this. We got the party hats. We got the prayer emojis here in the chat. See, everybody is wishing well. See, everybody wants to see him do well. Everybody is so happy. We got the counter up to 2. I thought this was better than their SummerSlam match. I enjoyed this more than the SummerSlam match. This had an intensity, I thought, that the SummerSlam match was lacking. I don't know if it was just Seth Rollins, and that was kind of something of a distraction. Maybe it took away a little bit from the match. I don't think you can blame it all on Seth Rollins and the whole referee gimmick, though. I just think right when they came out of the chute at SummerSlam, for a blood feud like this, there just was an intensity that was not there. It was better here, and yet I still sit here and feel like something's still missing. It's not quite as heated, given the nature of this feud as it should be. And perhaps they're saving it. Perhaps we will get that inside the cell if they end up in the cell, which I can't imagine they won't. Certainly all the men's feuds right now, the one that deserves to be in the cell would be that one. But I like the little touch there at the end with the bracelet. I'm getting the bracelet back. I think we can end the bracelet chapter, I hope, of this story. I was okay with what they did at SummerSlam. I know some people weren't. Some people thought it was dumb. I didn't mind it. It was part of the story, right? If you have the context in mind, it made sense what they did. I don't think we need to belabor the point, though, with this whole bracelet stuff. I think we can put a period on that now and move on. Punk has it back. But now they're knotted up at 1 win apiece. So Hell in a Cell coming in October. Here's my question. Can they keep us interested enough in seeing the 3rd match? They got 5 weeks now. I don't know what they're going to do in these next 5 weeks to really ratchet up the intensity and keep us interested in wanting to see them get in the ring for a 3rd time. Because in many ways, I think that the build-up to this and the promos and social media stuff, that's been more enjoyable than the matches themselves. And the matches haven't been bad. But I think all of that stuff is what's been really fun about these 2 feuding. But now they really have to pay this off in a big way because this has been going on for months. So Bad Blood is going to be a big night for the 2 of them. Do we get an AJ Lee cameo on TV? Did they introduce AJ back onto television? Is she going to be part of this? Is it going to get even more personal on the part of Drew McIntyre? Maybe. That might be the way to go. Oh, look out, that's fun. Fuck that tree. That's right. Fuck that tree. Hey, Natasha, thank you. Natasha, no fan of trees. You know, we need trees to breathe. Without trees, we can't survive. I just don't like that tree. Can we just get rid of that tree? Because that would be nice. We had Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley against Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan. We've got our own little mixed match challenge here. Rhea, super over. Damian Priest was over too, but Rhea Ripley was over on just another level from everybody else. Really on the show, maybe except Gunther. She was super over. It was all Priest and Rhea until Dominic drove Priest into the steel steps outside. Rhea tagged them.
Deserved in the first place. Owens was about to go after the leg. He stopped. Rhodes rolled out of the ring. He told Owens, screaming at Owens, I'm okay. The match continued. Owens decided to kick his leg out, and Owens started to kind of dive into that KO heel character. That's what KO as a heel would do. Owens was about to go after the leg. He stopped. He goes outside this Cody. Owens decided to kick his knee. Owens set up for a powerbomb into the edge of the ring. Again, a heel move. KO stopped himself. Barrett, who's on commentary.
Kay found a new connect.
Hold on. Cody will discuss a match with Randy Orton. Oh yeah, so these are the the unholy union can play in our favorites. We really did Priest outgrew the judgment day. Gunther celebrates a big win in Berlin.
WWE title around his waist. He's playing up to the crowd, holding his hands in the air. He's waiting for KO to come to his senses again. He wants to show some appreciation for Kevin Owens. Shake his hand, give him a hug, tell him that they're still very good friends even after tonight. Owens was dejected when he finally came to. He turned his back as Rhodes tried to embrace him. Owens eventually hugged Rhodes, raised his hand, shoved the camera out of the way, but KO had this dejected look on his face, like a blank stare. A lot of people on social media thought he was going to turn right there on Cody. I'm glad that he did. It's not about KO. It's not about KO turning on Cody. It's not about KO winning the WWE Championship. This guy never deserved the championship to begin with. His own words. His win-loss record doesn't show that he deserves a championship match. Cody gave him one out of the goodness of his heart because he tried to give back for KO helping him against the Bloodline. Kevin Owens got it, and he lost. There's no reason for KO to feel or look dejected or turn on Cody. It's not his story. Now you take Randy Orton from his match with Gunther and you plug him into this story where this was the threesome that was battling the Bloodline, and then you take Randy Orton, who is a fucking snake. He's a viper. And you take Randy Orton, who lost his championship match with Gunther, and you put him in this storyline. He gets back to SmackDown, and what has happened since his departure for the last 4 weeks. He's having fun on Monday Night Raw. He comes back to SmackDown, business as usual. He's gonna look at Cody and say, "Well, you know, I was helping you alongside Kay. Where's my title? You gave this guy a championship match. He feels like he didn't deserve it. You gave him one to help him out, to show appreciation. Where's my title?" KO's story is not to turn on Cody. Randy Orton's going to look at that and say, "Where's my title match?" He's also going to look at what happened here and tell KO, "Yeah, when Barrett said you didn't have that killer instinct, you went about it the wrong way. Where's the old way? What are you doing? Why are you showcasing everybody really are. You got an opportunity like that for the WWE Championship, which is an opportunity that doesn't come around to just anybody, and you didn't take it. No matter what the relationship is, he gave you the match. All rules go out the window if he is the one who's giving you the match. Basically, it's invitation to beat him. It's alright if you beat me. It's alright if you beat me, no matter how you beat me. This is your match. You're getting it. You don't think Randy Orton's gonna have something to say about that? It just doesn't make any sense for KO to turn on Cody Rhodes. It's not his story to turn. Randy's gonna win like a loser here. I'm helping this guy out. Again, we're getting beat up by the bloodline. How many times have we been beaten up by the bloodline to help this guy? And I don't get any appreciation. I don't get my championship match. Solo Sikoa on Friday Night SmackDown challenged Cody Rhodes or Kevin Owens, whoever won this match. Obviously, Cody Rhodes won this match. He retained the WWE title.
Come on now.
And all is going to happen at Bad Blood. Why would it happen at Bad Blood? Why would you go and run Solo Sikoa and Cody Rhodes on PLE again after SummerSlam, where they had a Bloodline Rules match? You gave us a match that typically is a blow-off to start this series of matches. It's the old Vince method. And let's go with the gimmick match first. What are you going to do as a follow-up? I don't know why you would want to see that match to begin with on pay-per-view for a second time, when the first time at SummerSlam we got it, and the time before that where they wrestled on, I think it was a Raw or a SmackDown, whatever the case may be, they were never really all that entertaining to begin with. There's nobody asking for a rematch between Solo Sikoa and Cody Rhodes. Nobody wants to see it. Nobody cares. You know where I would do Cody Rhodes and Solo Sikoa? I would do Cody Rhodes defending the WWE Championship against Solo Sikoa on September 13th, Friday Night SmackDown, when they debuted back on the USA Network. That first show coming off of Fox is when I do Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa. It would also be the time where I take Randy Orton and I turn him heel. And I turn Randy Orton on Cody, and KO is there at backup for Cody, and he also gets one too. Randy Orton is done pandering to the weak. Randy Orton is done pandering to losers. Randy Orton is done being second and third fiddle. He's done being a fucking hype man. He's done being backup. He's done being Cody Rhodes' buffer for the bloodline. That's where I do. Cody Rhodes
Why my phone so hot?
versus September 13th on Friday Night SmackDown, USA Network, and Randy turns heel there. The reason I say there is because not only would I rather see that on SmackDown and not at Bad Blood, that's number one. Number two, Roman Reigns has not been booked for that show after previously being announced. They pulled Roman Reigns from that show, from that advertisement. Now, I fully expected him to be there. The fact that they pulled him, I don't know. Do they want to keep Roman's next appearance a surprise? I don't know what they're planning. Because if you have Roman come back on that debut episode, and then you do Roman on the same show doing something with the bloodline, and then you do Randy's turn, you want one to really kind of be above the other. You don't want them to share the spotlight because they're going to get lost. You want one to stand on its own, and then you do something else on another night for the other storyline. I don't know if it's a smart move to do them both on the same night. That's why I do Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes. We do not need Solo versus Cody at Bad Blood. We don't need Kevin Owens versus Cody in a rematch at Bad Blood. I don't care. It's over. He lost. He lost clean. A heel turn is not going to change the fact that KO is not winning the championship from Cody Rhodes. So you're taking him as a loser tonight to only have him lose again? And what happens when he turns heel? He loses to Cody. What happens then? He's a heel as a loser. It doesn't make any sense. Whereas if you take Randy and you turn him on September 13th Cody is heartbroken. You book the match, Cody, Randy, Bad Blood, and Randy wins the WWE title. Not only do you kill two birds with one stone, you've now injected story into Friday Night SmackDown that is absolutely desperately needed. Kill two birds with one stone. That and Cody is now back in chase mode. For all the people that don't like Cody, the fact that it's boring, he's a boring champion. How many of you people will be pleased when Cody Rhodes drops that title to someone like Randy Orton and Cody goes back into chase mode? As soon as he goes back into chase mode, the story will be told. Their history and legacy, their history as Cody Rhodes and the Rhodes family, and Randy Orton with his family legacy. The fact that Randy Orton and the veteran status that he has, that he holds in this company, what he's done for Cody's career to even get to where he is today, and the story that could be told, the dialogue that could be given to us on a weekly basis with Friday Night SmackDown. That's what we need. That's what we need. The first time Cody and Randy happens, Cody's losing the WWE title. There's no harm in that. Cody doesn't need to go on and hold the WWE Championship for 400 fucking days, 500 days. Cody winning the championship from Roman, dropping it to someone like Randy, then going into chase mode to eventually win it back at the Royal Rumble. That's okay, my boy. Because now, at that point, you create this SmackDown that doesn't have Cody at the top. You struggling to find him challengers for the WWE Champion. You automatically put one of the most credible names in the history of the business at the top of your show on Friday night, as long as he can remain healthy. As the WWE Champion, you take your hottest babyface and have him chase a heel, Randy Orton, for the WWE title. You string together September, October, November, December. You string together 4 months of true, honest, genuine storytelling. Cody getting the championship back. And then going on the road to WrestleMania, where I would put him in a feud with The Rock. I think Cody versus The Rock, and Cody beating The Rock and ending that. Before we move on to Rock and Roman at WrestleMania 41, that's the play. That's the play. Cody dropping the WWE title will only enhance everything around it. There's more positives than there are negatives to Cody dropping the WWE Championship. I, for one, would love to see a nice stopgap in between. It always works out, and you know when you need one. It's funny how that works out. You know when you need one. You know when you need a stopgap and you need to drop the title to only put it back on that same person a couple months later. You know when someone needs to drop the title. You know when someone's title run is kind of...
We see people throw other wrestlers into the ring steps all the time, and there's no disqualification. It's like throwing somebody into the ring post on the outside. When was the last time you saw somebody get disqualified for throwing their opponent face first into the ring post? Right? Never. Doesn't happen. Because it's all...
He loses. You're not winning the WWE title. It's not. It's not. That's reserved for Randy Orton. That's where I would go with all this. So let me know what you guys think about that. September 13th is going to be a busy, busy, busy night. That is going to be a big night. Cody dropping the WWE Championship to me is imperative for the overall health of SmackDown. And it will be just for a little bit. Him being in chase mode and him being heartbroken. If KO won't turn on him, Randy will. He loves KO. He says he's been friends with KO for a very long time. He's been Randy Orton's friend for a very long time. Imagine Randy turn on him and fucking stabbing him in the back. What I love about this goody two-shoes Randy Orton is coming out all smiles, fans are singing his song, he's shaking, doing this fucking hand tonight. Imagine when that RKO hits, man. That shit's gonna hit like a fucking first taste of a kiss. It's gonna be fucking great. It's gonna be so fucking wrestled Isla Dawn and Alba Fire for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. No story, no care, no heat, and we got new tag team champions. Great. Triple H put the belts on Isla Dawn and Alba Fire in Scotland to give them the hometown, home country moment, and then he goes into Bash in Berlin and puts the titles back on Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. What are they going to do with the tag team titles? What are they going to do differently than the first time with the tag team titles now for a second time? Nobody knows, but my guess, my solid, professional, educated guess would mean nothing.
No one cares.
They do nothing for the titles.
Exactly. No one gives a fuck.
Division means nothing.
There is no division. Titles are worthless, devalued.
Great, man. Jade Cargill is now a two-time women's tag team champion. Oh, man. That's
Oh.
great, man. That's really fucking great.
Yeah, who gives a
She's
shit?
sitting here for a fucking cup of coffee and a jelly donut. And she's already a two-time women's tag team champion. The titles don't mean anything, but she's a two-time champion. Man, oh man, I can't wait for her to go into the fucking Hall of Fame. What are they going to do with the tag team titles? Unless this new run is going to be a catalyst to turn one on the other, which I hope that it is. We may be looking at the WrestleMania match for Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill right here between each one of them. That's what I'm kind of thinking. Do I think it's a WrestleMania match? I don't think Jade Cargill could wrestle herself out of a fucking paper bag. I mean, the proof is in the fucking matches you watch that she's a part of. She spent fucking 3 minutes in this match, in a 12-minute match, and she did the most basic of basic spots. Now, I'm not saying that Jade Cargill is fucking overly egregious and offensive. What she does, what she knows, she does pretty good. But that's the basis of it. If you're expecting her to do any more than 3 fucking minutes, I mean, you got another thing coming, man.
What about this? This one's 35. They probably could have had about the same length as the Cody and the Owens match, maybe 25 minutes. So you could have shaved a good 8 to 10 off of this thing. I get it was the main event. Yeah, the fans wanted to see these two guys. I thought it went a little long. The selling in this match, though, was absolutely fantastic. I just cannot say enough good things about the story they told, just based on that alone. Gunther, even after the match was over, when the referee went to go raise his hand, he was like, don't touch the wrist. So he was selling the arm all the way through. Orton with the back. Orton is very good at this anyway. Just moving around gingerly and just the pained expression on his face. You could tell a story just through that alone. So I thought they were masterful here. Both of them were. And I really enjoyed this match. Better than their King of the Ring match for sure. And again, with a decisive finish. Randy Orton now gets shipped off back to SmackDown. The only reason he was even challenging Gunther was because of what happened in King of the Ring. Triple H had promised that we would see a part 2, so he gave us part 2. And now Orton goes back to SmackDown. Gunther moves on to whoever the next challenger is going to be for his champion. I don't know who that's going to be. Is it going to be Jey Uso? Is it going to be Sami Zayn? Is it going to be Ilya Dragunov? They're having a tournament right now to crown a #1 contender for the Intercontinental title. What they're going to do with the World Heavyweight Championship, I don't know. But when the show was over, I thought it was a fun way to spend 3 hours. The matches were all good to very good, but there is, I think, going to be an issue with these shows. If they continue with this format going forward, where they're just constantly going to be as predictable as they are, where it feels like nothing major ever really happens, I do think at some point that will wear thin on people. But as long as they can continue to find markets all over the world that they haven't run major shows in before, you will continue to see records broken. You will continue to see new gate records set. You will continue to see hot crowds like the one we had here in Germany. The crowd in Berlin was great. I don't know if they quite match the crowd in France.
Modified jackhammer for a 2 count. Belair tag back in. She also did, by the way, Jade. I don't want to leave anything.
Well, might as well just end the video. I made this video long enough, so if you guys want more, hit that like button. Leave a comment. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the support. I made this video long enough. Until next time, I'll see y'all later.